Hurricane Lee is expected to hit in the coming days. The storm is expected to develop in the Caribbean Sea. It is most likely to form into a hurricane in the next few days. Lee is expected to move northward, bringing with it high winds and heavy rains. It will then make a landfall sometime in the near future. The exact time of the landfall will depend on the storm's current trajectory. It is currently unclear when Lee will hit, and the exact time is hard to predict. However, meteorologists believe that the storm will make a landfall in the next few days. It will bring strong winds and dangerous conditions with it. The National Weather Service has already issued warnings and advisories for the coastal regions in its path. People living in those areas must be prepared for Lee's potential to bring severe cold weather. Coastal regions in particular could experience flooding, high winds, and waves more powerful than usual. North Carolina, Georgia, and South Carolina have all declared states of emergency in preparation for the storm. After Lee makes landfall, the storm could potentially weaken and dissipate over time. Nevertheless, authorities are still expecting some powerful conditions with Lee. Hurricane Lee is expected to bring with it heavy rains, high winds, and even winter-like conditions. People living in the coastal regions should take all necessary preparations. Batteries, food, and water should also be stocked in case there is a power outage. Coastal states have also been warned to take all precautions, such as having storm windows and sandbags ready. Aside from storm preparation, there could be changes in the overall climate due to Lee. Temperature could decrease rapidly due to the storm, while accompanying atmospheric pressure could prevent water temperatures from rising. The hurricane is expected to bring the cool air from the Atlantic into the region, which in turn could cause an increase in rainfall. In addition, Lee could also bring about changes in the ocean's surface temperature. The storm will likely stir up the waters in the region, causing potentially hazardous waves, and further decrease the temperature of the ocean around it. The National Weather Service warns that Hurricane Lee is currently an extremely dangerous storm and could hit anytime. They caution people to take all necessary preparations, such as staying indoors and following the official advice from authorities. Despite this, meteorologists are keeping a close eye on Lee, and are predicting its expected path and time of landfall. Lee is currently expected to hit the coast in the next few days. The exact time is still unclear, but preparations should be made just in case. States of emergency have been declared and meteorologists are paying close attention to the storm. The inhabitants of the coastal communities should also be prepared, stocking up on supplies such as food, water, and batteries. People should also make sure to avoid any possible water contact, as strong waves and water temperatures could be hazardous. The clear facts are that Lee is an extremely dangerous storm and that people should take all necessary preparations. Lee is expected to bring heavy rains and strong winds with it, making its landfall in the next few days.